Hello students, welcome to the next video tutorial on the problem. Hope you remember we are discussing about compound solids, combination of two simple solids, one on another will form compound solids, same like problem. Right. First of all, going to the question, a hexagonal prism shaped solid of base edge 20 mm and height 40 mm lies centrally on a cylinder of 60 mm diameter and 20 mm thick. Draw the isometric view of the solids if their axes lie on the same plane, or what you call this, on the same line, on the same line. Simple here, we will review the question with the objects. First one, a hexagonal prism, right? What you call with base 20 mm and height 40 mm lies centrally on a second object or second solid of cylinder 60 mm diameter and 20 mm thick. Two solids here. First one is hexagonal prism of what you call dimensions 20 and height 40. Now second one is, what is this cylinder? What are dimensions? 60 mm dia, right, and 20 mm thick. First one top, second one bottom, right? Top of bottom is cylinder. Cylinder, if you know, this will be the cylinder height. But here you can see diameter is 60 mm, 20 mm is thickness, right? It will be simply like a plate. It will be, if you have more height, it will look like a big chimney or cylindrical shaped block. But here it's only thickness, small one. On that hexagonal prism, right, of each side 20 mm axis, 20 mm each side, right, axis, right, they are actually basically they are what you call, they are basically with central axis. Now after analyzing the dimensions, location means, see this, solids if their axis lie on the same line, means they are centrally located on the same line. How to draw them or how to construct them? See, first of all, we have to draw the cylinder on which we have to draw what you call its hexagon. Cylinder top view will look like a circle, front view will look like a rectangle. Hexagonal, see, he has given nothing, right? We will think one edge base, right? Base edge 20 mm and 40 mm lies centrally, means we will assume that edge of the base is parallel. So simply, if I have to draw separately, analyze this cylinder first, top view circle, front view it's a rectangle with thickness here 20, diameter 60. Now hexagonal prism, right? Hexagonal prism, as he is not mentioned anything, I am taking with edge parallel to VP, constructing like this, right? Each side 20. If I try to draw height with respect to axis, now think here, axis should on the same line. Now for this, here will be the axis. Now for this axis is nothing but here, when you draw diagonals, try to draw the diagonals. Here it is. Now this center and this center should coincide in the top view. Which one we have to draw first? Right. Simple thing here. We have, in actual, we have to construct the circle, and in that we have to insert our hexagon. Right. Hexagon with respect to center coincidence, you cannot draw directly hexagon. Instead of that, you can draw this hexagon separately, right? By inscribe circle method, you can draw or construct a circle, measure the diameter, put out here and insert this. But if you, this is the regular method. If you think some logical manner, ignore this construction of circle. First of all, instead of drawing circle, first draw the hexagon, and you can plot the center of the hexagon, because center of the hexagon and center of the circle are same. Once hexagon is constructed, then you can draw the top view of the circle. Just complete first hexagon top view, second circle top view, then circle front view, then hexagon front view. Hope you understand this. right? Let me do this. XY line. First of all, I am drawing what? Hexagon, right? Hexagon, I am thinking little bit far away. Each side. So for this hexagon, I am supposed to plot the center. Right? How I can supposed to plot the center? Just draw line diagonals. We got center. With rest, right? Just don't join them all very continuously because it will look like a pyramid if you join them. Don't make it pyramid. Just make it a prism. Now, with respect to this center, I am drawing a circle of diameter 60 mm. Hexagonal or prism top view with 20 mm I have drawn, then circle. Now, if you do next step, front view construction, right? Now, this becomes circle center point, right? Drawing the projectors, extending the axis of what? Thickness height is 20 mm only, just 20 mm. Try to do the dimension for your clarification. Just I am extending these two things, showing this circle diameter as 60, height as 20. Now prism height 40. Oh, how about prism? When you are looking from this here for prism, try to draw construction lines. With respect to axis, from here it is. Extend them again into this. From here, with respect to axis, it is 40. Right? You hope you all understand. With respect to top view, circle first, hexagon, right? And then front view, right? But here I have what I have done to make it simple. I have constructed the hexagon. I have plotted the center of the hexagon. With respect to that center, constructed the circle. If you want to do the dimensions for center, no labeling parts. Dimensions is done. For hexagon, if you want to do the parts, just start it somewhere from here. A, B, C, D, E, F, right, outside, but inside there is nothing, just for purpose. Just for purpose, I am just taking the bottom part here. A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, F dash. Now we are supposed to draw the isometric view. Isometric view of circle first, and then on that hexagonal prism. See, circle, you can't draw it directly, isometric view. We have to take the help of box method again. So here, construct a box for this circle. Try to do with respect to numbering 1, 2, 3. No, that length will be equal to 60. So simple here, just drawing simple things. 60 at 30 degrees. Height, it's only 20. Now complete the isotop. We have constructed a cylindrical box with respect to these dimensions. Now inside, I hope you remember, right? We are supposed to construct circle like an ellipse on the isotop and here on the bottom. But think here you are supposed to remember if I try to draw hidden lines, draw 30 degrees, it will get somewhere like this. Now here, remember the steps. First, draw longer diagonal, mark midpoints, right, from shorter diagonal to opposite, from shorter diagonal to opposite. After constructing this, we are supposed to draw the arcs from shorter diagonal to opposite arc, and here arc with newly formed center, arc, and one more arc. Same thing, it has to be constructed for bottom also, right? Same longer diagonal, midpoints. Now think here, one you remember, see, with respect to this diagonal, right, only this side part will be visible thick, because if you observe in cylinder, we have done cylinder with respect to this outside, it's visible clearly, and with respect to the back side, it is dotted. So for that purpose, draw diagonals from shorter to opposite. As we are doing compound solids, we are not bothered about the hidden parts, just showing the outside boundaries. So for that purpose, with respect to this, I am constructing full curve. Now with respect to this, I am just doing only quarter circles with respect to this center. Now finally, boundaries from here to vertical, from this diagonal to vertical. See, I have drawn just boundaries. It's a very mesh of lines, total lines here, total lines here. But in actual, what will happen? Here comes hidden lines, right? No need to show hidden lines, but you are still, if you have to go very good in manner, just show hidden lines, no problem, right? Now after this, on this we are supposed to construct hexagonal prism. Now hexagonal prism also, it has to be drawn with the help of box method, again similarly. Right, here it will be the box. For this box, whatever they done, 1, 2, 3, 4 you have done, again and go for 5, 6, 7, 8. Now same parallel line method, 1, 2, 5, 6 are parallel. What is the dimension? 1, 2, 5, 6. Now this vertical parallel, 6, 7, 2, 3 are parallel. Now coming to this here, 1, 4, 8, 5, 8. Now that parallel distance is to be measured, and you have to construct same hexagonal prism you have constructed with frustum, like same we have to do here, right? Hexagonal pyramid, hexagonal prism, same starting from here. It's something clumsy, but try to do it as good as possible. From here, box, parallel lines. For that, we are supposed to show it as 1, 2, 3, 4 first. I'm doing it as base part, 1, 2, 3, 4. For that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 5, 8 is the box. 1, 4, see, I'm using black to show differentiate. Parallel line, parallel line, parallel line, and one more parallel line. Now here is the box which we get. You can show only with the help of pencils, differentiate with the help of pencils. Now that box is nothing but here 5, 6, 7, 8. In that 5, 6, 7, 8, we are supposed to construct our hexagon, right? Hexagon 5 top A here. Mark 1. Be careful. 2 marks. See, I have given A, B, C, D. A, B, C. This is A, B, C, D, E, F. Bottom hexagon again thick and thin, which are clearly visible and which are not clearly visible. To differentiate them, right, just try to complete the box. Whatever the box you have constructed here, isometric height I am repeating. You can analyze when you are looking from here, what are the three edges which are clearly visible thick? AF, AB, BC. Now here these are hidden. You can see hexagon here, A, B, C, D, E, F. Those are the hexagon of the bottom part, where I analyze that from here I am looking, AB is clearly visible, BC is clearly visible, AF is clearly visible. Now height 40 each. Now from here, F40, A40, B40, C40, D which is back side, 40F, E which is back side. Now if you have to complete it, you can use this. See, you may feel it as a little bit clumsy and tough, right? If you want to clear it completely, you can use again box method here. So from where I can use the box again. See, simple. If you are very familiar with the corners, see, I have 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. From this 5, 6, 7, 8, just showing. Box. In that box, you can construct the same hexagon and join them, right? But if you are aware or got completely idea about the subject, to directly project the heights from the corners A, B, C, F, D, E, vertical backside, complete the top, same heights from each corner of 40 mm, complete it to complete your hexagon. Both ways you can do. It all depends upon your analysis and how you understand the problem of compound solid. Clear, everyone? Hope you all understood this. It's not tough, but it's only typical, right? Circle, hexagon. Here in this problem, start hexagon, then circle front view, then hexagonal front view. Dimensions, isometric view, first bottom cylinder, then hexagon, right? If you are not comfortable with the lines, after completing this arc, here I can write completing circle like arcs. Erase those lines with the help of eraser, then you will get some more view idea about drawing these parallel lines. These are the parallel lines which we have drawn. At that parallel lines, you will get some clarity idea. Then remaining part, it's usual and regular. Hope you all finish this. If you have any doubts, just you can ping me at. Right? Thank you.